Hey guys, Bill Nerds, Corns and Fitness. My lovely wife is filming, and we're gonna take you guys through super quick review of safety before you get started. So you get your CATALYZER handles here. Just point a couple things out here. This is your thumb ring. Your thumbs can go in here for some of the exercises, okay? This is your push-up pad. This is the shaft of the handle with your ergo grip. This is the portal for your hand weight. This is the metal spindle head that spins very nicely, dual ball bearings. So one of the things, if you're swinging these around or whatever you're doing, you want to have this awareness. So we'll do some runners where we're coming up like this. You want to have an awareness of not bringing this into your eyeball. So one of the things you can do is point this away from you and just have this awareness of not bringing these close to your eyes. Whatever you're doing, keep space between these hard surfaces and your eyes, okay? So every movement, we keep them not coming into your eye, because you may be used to your hands coming here, but now you've got this extension on your hands. So if you got the lean cat, you got one cord. Here's your black carabiner. This has a open close mechanism. This is gonna go onto the metal spindle head like so, okay? It just clips on there. Once it's on, it's not going anywhere. Make sure that's clipped on, and if it's under tension, you're not going anywhere. If you've got a second cord, or actually even if you have one cord, I prefer to clip this onto the non-opening side here. That way there's no chance, and we've never had one come off, that it's gonna unclip that. So there it goes, it lays in there, and it's gonna be just like that, okay? This does not go around both of these like that, which can potentially come undone. So you wanna make sure it's clipped onto, preferably the non-opening side of that, and it's gonna look like that. If I put a second cord on there, I can just go ahead and connect these guys like so. So now I've got a second cord like that, and then I can connect that second cord right onto the non-opening end here of that guy. So it's gonna look like that, okay? So these guys are hanging out right there, and then if you're gonna make a knot, you can make your knot here. So you can only fit one of these on the spindle head, so you can take that off at the same time there. Okay, so that's the connections there. As far as the handle weights go, these go in like so, the spring button, push it in, push this in, make sure that spring button comes up. If the spring button doesn't come up, you run the risk of having that fall out like so when you're moving around, okay? Sometimes these cords, especially if you're jumping, the material, the safety sheathing, will get all bunched up here in the middle, and when you go to, say, do an exercise like this, it might seem like it's stuck, like it doesn't come all the way up. In which case, you've got it all bunched up here, and you just need to kind of move it to the end a little bit, and that'll free it up to move more easily. And that brings me to another point of how do you hold the handles? So the handles can be held in a variety of ways. So if I held it like this, it's just not, with the spindle head forward, it's just not gonna move as well. It's gonna feel awkward. So as a rule, the metal spindle head will always face the anchor point, in this case, the outside of my foot. And that way it's just gonna move better. So the metal spindle head, the black carabiner, faces the direction of force from the power cord to the anchor point, okay? And then, if we get into suspension work, we've got your short black chain here, and I can take this door jamb, this wad of material here, hook it over the door, and I'll hook it over closer to the hinge side of the door where it's stronger. And I would recommend not using a hollow door, using a solid door. Give this a tug, make sure it's in there. Make sure nobody's gonna open the door while you're doing your exercise, okay? So I'm over there, I'm closed, and that that wad has to go over the top of the door. And then I can hook on my carabiner, and I can go either C, A, or T, put that through, and then let's say I have these guys connected. I can connect here, and then I can go here. One of the things, if this keeps riding up here, you need to bend over from your waist, and that's gonna hold it in place. So this isn't really a safety issue, but you want this around your hips, and if it continues to ride up, it simply means you're in too tall of a position, and of course it's gonna slide up on you. So this encourages a lower hip hinge position that's gonna load up your glutes a lot better, okay? So pretty basic stuff. Keep it away from your eyes. Make sure your connections are all solid. And let's say I've got a jump rope here. I'm gonna hook on my second cord. I just clip on the carabiner here, clip on the other carabiner here, and end up with 2 cords like that, okay? And if I'm pulling, I can put my thumbs in here, take advantage of that opposable digit. And if I'm pushing, I'll be in hammer grip like this. So we'll go through all of these different configurations and hand positions in the workouts. One last thing, if you guys are throwing this over a tree or a bar or a fence, you've got a loop here, you've got the end here, so I can just throw this over the bar, and then I'll feed the bottom, the T, through that upper loop, and then I've got a knot there. I've got my attachment point, my anchor here, and then to take it off, you just reverse that. So you can use this loop or the door jamb as an anchor point. That's about it from a safety standpoint. One other thing I'm gonna mention would be to be aware of what's behind you. Like, you do not want to do this on a glass door, because there is a possibility. Let's take our red carabiner, hook this up here, and I'm gonna hook that there, that there. So now I have this. So let's say my foot is in here. This will probably happen at some point where that goes like that, and this may snap back aggressively like that. This shouldn't be glass, and you shouldn't have anybody standing behind you when you're doing this work. So once again, aware of your surroundings, aware that this is elastic, and always an awareness of your eyes and keeping space around your eyes. That is it. If you guys have any questions, problems, issues, let me know. Be aware, situational awareness at all times. Keep it safe. That's our #1 goal for you guys, is nobody gets hurt on our watch. Hasn't happened in 2 years, and we don't want it to ever happen, especially to you. That's all I got for safety for the cross jump kits. Reach out if you need anything more than that. Have a great day.